Okay, so I wasn't planning on doing a play of this. I was just going through some of my games that I've got Steam trading cards on that I haven't earned yet. You can get some free rewards. And then, actually, I thought that was a daily challenge, but there is a daily challenge. It's in the level editor, and there's also a weekly challenge. I had a quick play on the daily. Let's have a quick play on the weekly. I'll do one run of each. Okay, just because, yeah, we're going to play it without songs, though, so this may affect performance. High object count, okay, so it's unstable. Check out official channels and buy a attempt. I see you have lots of orbs. You should visit my shop. Okay, so the shopkeeper's decided to finally talk to me. Okay, so 2%. This is a very difficult looking level, right? So that's a bounce. That's a lot of different things. So there's a lot of powers here, right? So by one attempt, you can see that I didn't mean one attempt because of this level. Right, so the music is usually a big indicator of what is going on. This is a messy level, so you know you're not really gonna understand so much because of how much they've just thrown into it. It does say there's a high level object amount. Also, there's clearly secrets down there, but we don't need to get that. Right, this is a dash, so I'm using that. This is a bounce pad. Now, you might notice similarities between other runner games or the Impossible Game, which is one that I would definitely compare it to, but there are aspects, oops, if I actually click, that vary it immensely from that, and it crosses with other styles of games, like Flappy Birds. Right, actually click. Right, this one is definitely, I keep expecting that to do it normally, without clicking for some reason. I'm being an idiot. Damn it. Right, I need to get my clicks on in the right time. Click. Stop being an idiot and click. Right. Also, did you see the face in that? Obviously, a lot of people are probably going to be doing Runner 3 right now, rather than this. I'm determined to get through that hole at least. It's like 1%, 2%, 3% in. But we will at least get through that hole and into that transformation. It's not easy. I mean, clearly it showed that it was one of the most evil levels as well of all time. But yeah, if this is up at the week that I record it, even, which it probably isn't going to be, then yeah, you might be able to play this. I was expecting it to bounce off it again. Right, so without music it's hard, because normally the rhythm is the go. Right, so let's go back to the menu. Let's take this off, like Ultra Demon level hard. It's like even harder than any of the main games. And much easier. Just a hard level with, again, no music. So did I turn off the overlay? Hopefully I did. If not, it's now off. There are tricky things here, right? So that's a bounce pad. You can fly out of the world there if you don't click that quick enough. Right, so caution, objects are a word that doesn't translate well. Insatiable? I don't know. Inastainable? That's not really a word. Again, you know, if we don't click that, we'll go flying into the stratosphere. So we'll go slightly dark here, and then we're on to Zone 2, where we change to a different character from our blocky man, and there are vehicles and other characters, and, you know, that guy's power is clearly to teleport to the other side, to flip upside down, so he's like VVVVV man. But it's hard. It's a very hard challenge, especially when you go through transition to transition. And then you've got all these other powers, which again, right, so that's enough of that level anyway. I'm not interested in showing off that level where it's pretty quiet. These are the weekly, there's quests, which collect coins, get some orbs. I clicked the quest after the main game because I didn't know until after that was even a thing. So where's our guy in the shop? Right, so I guess the shop is in here. The shop where you can buy parts, right? So we've got 711 orbs. Basically, you're telling me I can buy a character, or I can buy a swirly thing. These look like they do nothing. That's a ship. Right, so I'm gonna buy whatever that is. It's a wave. And let's go back to. So we've got one ship, we've got this, which is a saw blade thing, we've got a UFO, we've got a different sort of wave thing, so I'm going to select that, and then, you know, we can get different colours. You unlock the different colours. Oh, orange. Orange is a bit more colourful. Let's go orange and purple, just because we've got different colours. Okay, so it's not really going to be the greatest for the level that I'm going to do. I'm going to go right to the end of the game for the hardest of the main levels. It's got more of a techno theme here, but I've played a few attempts on it and got a reasonable amount, but then I played through on practice mode, and man does it get crazy. But practice mode is like very, very difficult because it keeps setting up checkpoints after you die, immediately where you die, and you just end up dying a million times over because it's so hard. That's a bounce right down power, so that's a new power. That's a fly forward power, which you have to hold down click. I keep messing up that spot in particular because you're not meant to press again. But it's very colourful, very, very noisy as well, you know, with the amount of things on the screen. So it is sort of one of those avoid everything coming on the screen at once sort of games. It's like literally a one button game, so I can drink my tea whilst doing it. But I can't talk and drink my tea and do it, so... Shit. I was a bit late on that. That's a flip the world power again, so you know, we went back upside down. I have accidentally flew out the map a few times, but you do die if you fly out the map, so it's not like permadeath. But, you know, I was just doing it to get my cards, and then it was like, well actually, you know, it's like the impossible game, and it's like super cool in comparison. It's ultra the impossible game. Shit. I fucked that one up, and then the lava's gonna rise. Let's see if I can get to the Flappy Bird stage, right? I should have clicked to bounce down. Also, I don't even have to jump there, I just like to jump there, because we can just slide. Lol. Just slide, lol. Forehead. Twitch memes. Yeah, I mean, it's got that addictive, just one more attempt sort of thing. Like, you know, you're going to want to try it over and over again. Right, that was late. And then we can get it going. But in practice mode as well, it goes to a different music, so you know that it's not like legitimate, even though it's like very obvious on screen because of the elements that are there and the fact that it's dropping checkpoint sim tokens all over the place. But you know, if it wasn't for that, it's also different music to make it very, very different. Right, so you know, obviously it's shit. I actually did that different to what I normally do. Normally I'd just hold it all the way to the thing, but I dropped it, jumped through, and then it's like... That threw me. Because that wasn't how I was playing this level at all. At all. Right, so, you know, it does require concentration, and talking whilst playing at the same time is definitely a difficult challenge. Obviously, you need to avoid the spikes then. Don't press there. I keep messing up that as well, so, you know, that's one of the big mess up points. Sorry, I was too busy drinking my tea to concentrate there. So I think I got about a third of the way through the game, but then it becomes like Ultra Galaga and the different ships and the different things. Like, they all have very different powers. Like, there's one guy that has boost rockets, and then there's other things. I might go to one of the levels that shows that off a little bit better. But again, I haven't really played that much of it. I've literally played a couple of... about an hour at most. But, you know, it will show longer now because I sat and idled through most of it to get the cards. Because I was watching TV at the same time, and then I just left it on to get the cards. So, you know. But I have played a bit. I'd say less than 2 hours, but, you know, about an hour. Right, so hold, wait, jump. Shit, that's the bit where you can jump through the world as well. If you miss the platform, but you do jump, you can jump between the holes, and then the wall just doesn't have physics, and then you just fly through the worlds. So, you know. But from then, we're very close to a Flappy Bird sector, where you do literally just become a rocket ship. Thanks. I think we've already got that colour. But you get it through achievements, but, you know, maybe it's just similar to the purple Crash achievement that we already had. Crash Bandicoot coming out soon, like on PC. Obviously it's already out on older platforms, and also remastered on PlayStation, but For the PC, it's coming out in a couple of weeks, and hopefully I will be sent a copy. I've replied, I doubt it. I doubt I'll get a copy, but I'd like to. It'd be nice. Right, so it's lagging up a bit now. Lag is not helpful. Right, so just go through. Lol. Right, this is where we gotta go. Yes. Okay. New best. 31%, literally 1% better. I missed that blue. But I think after that we get to a Flappy Bird stage. Right, so I'll give 2 more attempts because we are gonna fuck up. Give it 30 attempts and then I'll go to the first level where I have completed 85% of it, but I didn't really play that much of the first level. I was like, it's a bit easy, let's go for a harder level. Skip straight to a harder level. So, you know, hey, okay, so this is where it's very much just the impossible game. Right, oh my god, it's going so slow. Why is it going so slow? Is it because I've been playing a faster level and it just feels slow? I think it just feels slow. Right, so there's the hold down bit and then you do that. But sometimes it tricks you where it looks like you're meant to hold down, but you're not meant to hold down. So that is awkward. Right, so you also want to transition it so like you're not always doing what it says. That sort of misleads me a bit. Right, so here's a Flappy Bird bit, but obviously it's level 1, so, you know, it's not going to be that hard to get through the Flappy Bird bits. But, you know, you're in a ship that you ride, it's a cock rocket, if anything. But, you know, flying up and down, it's actually riding it rather than a transformation. And we've got just 2 to the end where we come back to this. Then we've got this jumpy bit. Right, so I will go down here for this. Little gold coins that you can collect. Obviously, I never completed the level, so I never actually cashed it in. Shit! Fuck! Okay, that was stupid. I don't know, I saw the flashing lights, and the flashing lights were sort of telling me before, it's like, this is the hold down section, but then it just wasn't. Sorry, I'm not concentrating whilst drinking my tea again. I don't want it to go cold. So tough. We're drinking our tea. But yeah, it's like the Impossible game, but with like a million extra things. It's so colourful and unlocks. Sure, maybe it's a bit like a mobile game because it's literally a one-button click game, but it's got that addictive nature, and you know, it's pretty cool. And it's better than the Impossible game, and a lot of people used to play the Impossible game, and it's got way more to it than the Impossible game, especially with all of the different types of transitions and gameplay that there is in it. It's literally just thrown every sort of one of these casual games into one. Yeah, don't just go fly off the screen because you're not clicking to go up, you know, it's like the world's easiest Flappy Bird stage and you just forget to click and go off the bottom of the screen, lol. I don't know if that kills you, but I kind of don't want to find out, you know. That would be just the most embarrassing way to fail. Also, you can do it like that if you miss the first hole. So this is a bit of a jump, lol. Right, so we don't want to necessarily hold it down. But that's a hard one. The 3. You have to get the timing perfect to get the 3. Right, so let's wait. Right, there's a bit here where do I want to go greedy for the gold coin? And so close. The greed is real though, you know, it's like you want to perfect it, you want to get the greed in the game, and then that's where I fuck up again, you know, it's like too much greed going for the gold coin. But, you know, it's like, do you go for gold or do you fail and settle for silver? Is that how your life is? Do you settle for silver or do you go for gold? Even if gold is the harder challenge, I mean, come on, it's like the world's easiest level. If you don't go for gold on level 1, then, you know, you're settling for second best, and I don't settle for second best. I go for the win. Right, let's go. I mean, yeah, like I said, it's a bit of a casual and easy game, but again, you know, maybe that's sort of another thing that I'm playing a lot of on my... Wow. That was embarrassing. Playing a lot of on my channel as well. On my game, yeah. It's my game. It's my game, it's my game, it's my game. That's an old song reference. I know it's not, it's my game, it's my turn. But if you know that song, then congratulations. But yeah, I mean, my channel is sort of puzzles, semi-casual games, indie games, and also more recent and more popular and adventure games, because I play all sorts of games. So, you know, don't assume just because there's some of a game on my channel that it's the only thing that I play, you know. I'd like to see this in Champions of Fire, and I was, you know, hey, Champions of Fire, if you want to fly me out there. I know I'm not the world's biggest channel, but hey, I would love to take part in that. That'd be amazing. See if I can beat all of the big people, because, you know, I'm pretty good at these sorts of games, so I'm sure I would hold my own. No. This is definitely better than Flappy Bird, so, you know, it's like Flappy Bird or this. Which would you rather watch someone try and beat on their thing? I think I'd rather watch them play this than Flappy Bird, don't you? It's like a million different types of casual games altogether. Yeah, my cat said I'll get it, so my mum's miserable. Nah, just kidding, but, you know, it's like, I don't want to be old. It's like that sort of a joke. Also, when I'm drinking my tea, the angle that the cup covers is half of the screen, so I only see half of the screen. So, you know, if it was the left half of the screen, that would be one thing. I would be able to see what was coming up. But the fact that it blocks my vision on the right side of the screen, it means that I cannot see what is coming up, and I have to play by memory. I would imagine that blind people could play this, because, you know, it is literally just memorization of what to click and when. And you could win. Especially if you're literally just a timing-based person. I pressed that way too late. You can tell. That's a bit early. You know, I'm just demonstrating the timings. I'm totally not just fucking it up. Greed is real. I felt that was too early then. Right, this is blinds. I've not been here, but there's an achievement for doing 95% then dying, and it's so tempting to do it right now. There's one more coin I saw at the start of the stream, so, you know. Flappy Bird, the world's easiest Flappy Bird. I want the gold coin. Where are you, gold coin? Also, the music's died. Why is the music died and it lags out? Achievements unlocked. Right, so we got Stereo Madness for completing the level. Where's coin 3? Did you guys see coin 3? I certainly didn't. 6 attempts. Let's go. Maybe it's for doing it perfect. I would suspect it's a 0 deaths coin, isn't it? Right, so I played it a little, you know, I gave things a little try. But this is the last one that we're going to show off. The Geometrical Dominator. But we unlock someone. A little sort of thing, right? So, I mean, I will be more turquoise with orange. That's why we don't have orange eyes. Pink eyes! We got the pink eye, and you can buy some of them in the store randomly. It's like, why? Okay, so we've done Stereo Madness. We got 31% way through the hardest ones. That's not bad, right? So I gave this literally a attempt. Shit. By literally a attempt, I mean, you know, a quick play. Like, because, you know, you die fairly quickly, but it wasn't like a proper attempt at winning. It's just a quick go. Right, this is the other character that I wanted to show off. Like, you know, the one with the rocket boots. But there are quite a few of other different characters. Right, this goes way slower when we're recording as well, so, you know, this is making it so much easier than it was. Right, I don't know how on earth you get that coin. If you're dropping, you die. So it's very hard. It is very hard! But I would definitely recommend the game. It's a lot of fun, surprisingly. You know, it's like geometric dash crossed with... Right, suddenly it's sped up there. Also, you can tell the music's going slow because the bim bim bimp is at those jumps. Right, so I will point it out. Bim 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 bim. That point is the point in time where we do those button clicks without the lag of recording. But I am running this off the same computer that I'm recording off, so you know I'm not minimizing it by running it on a different computer because, you know, like I said, I wasn't thinking about recording it. So yeah, by that point there where we were just that's the point where we're meant to be at that point in the music, right? I didn't hold it long enough, and that that throws you off when the music is not at the same point in time where it's meant to be. I was trying to reposition my cup to not block my sight that time. But I didn't want it to go cold whilst I was drinking. But, you know, like I said, I wasn't really planning on recording, but then I did. So it's like, well, you know, it's good enough, right? So that is the point where the music does that. Smiley face! Right, so we got the jumps in. Then we're Flappy Birds! With a little heart of Flappy Birds. And we're further than I've ever been. Because, like I said, I didn't really give it a proper attempt. I just sort of tested it out to see what was in the level, to see if there was anything different. But yeah, it's very varied, very colourful, and like I said, there's so much to it. There's level creators, there's different daily levels, there's weekly levels. There's a hell of a lot to this game, so you are going to get a lot out of it if you enjoy this sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, oh, fuck me! Okay, why did it suddenly decide to speed up? It's like, now it's back to normal gameplay speeds. That threw me entirely. So yeah, you will play it faster, but you'll also have a more of a set speed than a variable, and you know, variable frame rates aren't ideal. No! Click, 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 click! There is that question mark there, but again, you still just die on it. It's not anything, and like I said, you know, these pop out, but I don't know how you get that gold coin. That gold coin... I have admittedly skipped the majority of the levels and not even played them or tried them. So, if there is information in those on how to do it, then, you know, maybe that's what I'm missing. But without that information, you know, we're kind of in trouble. Too high. I saw that power in that wall as well. It's one of these bounce powers, but why would we need it when... Why did I press that? When we're already in Flappy Bird ship modes. This would be the true challenge for Champions of Fire. It's like, can you beat a level on this game? At a custom level that no one would have played as well. Because you can create custom levels. So, you know, special Champions of Fire custom level made specifically for them. That would be the truest test of the game. Like, you can't prepare for that. Well, I mean, you sort of can prepare by playing the game, but you can't practice the level. And that's the main thing. Preventing! I should have paid attention to the eye. Oh, it's just for the eyes. Of course. Of course! Alright, now we're sped up again. So, maybe Windows did downloading another update again, and like that's what slowed it down. So, now we're sped up again. See, that's the right timing. This is the speed that the game's meant to be going. I'm guessing Windows 10 downloaded another update, although now we're slow. The slowdown is so real. Feels so slow as molasses. When it's slow. But when it's fast, you know, the fast actually works better for playing. The variable frame rate speed is not ideal at all. You know, with speed, you can manage it better. Right. Let's go! Okay, that's one of the other ships. The speed suddenly picked up again and it threw me. This is the true challenge. Play it with a variable speed race. Because once it picks up again, once you're used to it going slow, it's like all of a sudden you're in like transition. Okay, so we've transitioned. It's gone slow again, I think. Okay, go down with it. Go up. Right, so now we need to hold it to go up. Fuck. Hold it to go up. Like I said, it's got that one more run sort of thing, so you just want to play one more run. Right, the slowdown on that mode, though, kinda helps a bit. Might be cheating. But here, it's like... And when it transitions back to normal speed as well, especially, it's like... Also, wow. Oops. Wowie. I wonder if that guy can fall off then use his rockets. Because if he can, that's probably how you get that. No, he cannot. I was testing it. I didn't just fall off that for no reason. I was testing. Because it had to be known whether you could do that. And that was literally the only spot that we could do that. Also, if you don't click on those, you do fail. So you do need to click once you get those powers. As that, again, you need to click, otherwise you fail. Right, I'm expecting it to transition soon into fast. So, but we went too low. We bounced off it. Right, last attempt. Because I'm only doing a single play to show it off. And, you know, with the slowdown, it's cheating too much, really. Way too much. But it's a lot of fun. And like I said, you know, all the levels are so colourful and different. Right, so suddenly it's picked up. Right, now, the transitioning speeds are... It picked up in speeds and killed me. Because it was going slower, I was holding it down longer than you meant to. And that was not ideal. How this is coming across recording in OBS, I don't know. But hopefully it's picking up all the frames rather than... Right. That's it. Anyway, join us again for some more. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.